Suki, babe, we are live. And you know what? We're doing the back end of the show first, even though Miranda just popped in. So here's what we're gonna do. Listen, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start from the beginning. Brady, you can log off. Hold on, we're gonna start this up. Brady, log off. Come back at 2.
All right, sounds good, y'all.
Friend?
All right, I'll be back at 2 o'clock.
Oh God,
You got
this
it,
guy's
bud.
so good. He's so nice.
We love you, pal.
Love you, Brady. We owe you big.
All right, Suk. So we're rolling. Miranda's here, and we'll pretend we just started. Well, Silky, it's good to see you, babe. What's going on?
Hey, are we live?
We're live. We're live.
Oh,
We're live
that's
on
so
air.
good. That's
We'll
good.
let
That's
everybody load up for a second. Let me tell Philly Kid.
Everybody's here. We're here. You're here.
Suki, it's
Clay is like, okay, we're finally on the air. Yes,
Suki, it's St. Patrick's Day today, Suki.
And you did not wear green.
I didn't wear green because when this show airs in another 2 months from now, I didn't want it to be, I didn't want us to be
That's okay. Cliche.
Yeah, I didn't want to be cliche. Yeah, I like to buck the system, Suk. When it's St. Patrick's Day, I pretend it's Cinco de Mayo. So I'm all Mexican today. I'm eating Mexican food, margaritas. You
really are. Well, that's good. It's good.
Listen, Suk, we have an amazing show today. Before we get started, Miranda Kwok is here. She is the creator, executive producer, one of the hottest shows on TV right now, The Cleaning Lady on Fox. I started watching it last night. I'm hooked. Everybody in the Suki, everybody in the show is gorgeous. Number one, the guys, the girls, everybody's gorgeous. The cameramen on the show are good looking. Even
I think
great.
Miranda planned it that way. She planned it that way. So everybody's good looking. Prerequisite.
Our girl Shiva Nagar is in the show. Remember, she was on a couple months ago. Told us she was going to be shooting, and then later on, Brady Lee is coming on, one of the hottest country singers in Nashville right now. Suk, so listen, before we start, I like to loosen you up a little bit.
Loosen it up.
And just with all the crap that's going on in the world, I got to give everybody a little cleanse. All right. So here it is. You know what I'm about to play. We do it every day. Just sink into it and let it take you away.
And she speaks 17 different languages. You could have stopped at the son of China's richest man. And we're off, ladies and gentlemen.
Coco speaks Chinese. Get it?
I get
it. It's one of those days.
Doesn't that make all things new again? So here we go, babe. You ready? Miranda Kwok's coming up. Brady Lee. Huge show today. Let's kick it.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
Suki and Scott, that's 7 of hearts. Exactly.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
I answered you because I have respect for you guys, and it was a question respectfully put.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor!
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
And optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Ultraviolet light gets in there and it just fights the kung flu. Is that right? Okay.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
Yes, Suk, here on St. Patty's. How are you, babe? You got your green sweater rolling. Everything is good. People are out drinking on this ugly day in New York.
You know what? We need some cheer. We need some cheer. We need a little fun, cheer.
Look at him. So my daughter's in Ireland today, right? She sends me this picture. This is what's going on in Ireland on the streets as we speak right now.
I wish I was there.
Bunch of lunatics.
I know, but when you're young, you just don't care. You're like, let's go out. I was there.
You're funneling beers, Suk. You're funneling.
Listen,
I
met my husband on St. Patty's Day. Funneling.
You did? You met your husband on St. Patrick's?
I did.
What? You guys were in a bar? You're in a bar?
Bar in Manhattan, yeah.
Really?
100%,
and here comes this big hulking fireman, and he's like, hey, baby, what do you do for a living?
No.
Were you on TV at the time when you met?
Yeah, I was on TV at the time. Yeah, he didn't
nice.
he didn't watch our channel.
Right.
But yeah, isn't that funny?
Beautiful. All right.
It's our anniversary of sorts. It's our anniversary.
Here you are, 72 years later. You guys are still going strong.
72 years later, he's all like gimped up, like, you know.
I love it. Suk, listen, the cleaning lady, you and I have both been on Fox here in New York. It's one of the hottest shows in the world right now. It's one of Fox's highest rated new dramas, right? It came out on 3.5 million people watching the show live as it was on. You know, I watched it on demand last night, but a lot of people are watching. Everybody's talking about it. They just finished season 1. They're all pushing for season 2. Suk, I see people on Twitter, season 2, hashtag the cleaning lady. So Miranda, who's also an actress as well, a screenwriter, producer now. She's the executive producer of the show.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
She wrote the show and, got all the things, the I's dotted and the T's crossed and got this thing pushed through with the folks at Fox and everything. And they're rolling along. And it's just this unbelievable show right now. And I'm going to show you a little bit of the trailer. And then we'll bring Miranda in on the other side. Take a look at this. Watch.
Oh my God. It's not breathing. Give me a knife. How'd you know how to do that?
Close your eyes and go to sleep.
I love you. I was a doctor in the Philippines. My son needs this treatment.
Oh, he won't make it.
I'm sorry. Your visa, it's expired. You really turn away a 5-year-old boy?
Wanna take a drink of that promised land.
You'll make it happen one day. I know it.
Gotta wipe.
I'm just a cleaning lady. I make cleaning for you.
You have a great attention to detail.
I take pride in my work because I have a family that needs me.
Your son is sick. I can help you. I want you to work with me.
Don't do this. What other option do we have?
I need you. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Nobody can find out what happened here.
Why do you want me to work for you?
Because I like you.
I agreed to clean, to save my son, but this is not who I am.
Tony De La Rosa, I just have a couple questions. We both know that you're not telling me everything.
Do you trust me? If anything happens, swear my son will be safe.
Ah, yes, indeed. The cleaning lady. There she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello,
Miranda Kwok.
Hi, Suki and Scott. How are you guys?
Miranda, how are you? Look at you. This show is just, it's doing gangbusters, huh?
It's been so amazing to see. Not just that it's like my first show that I created, but there's such a amazing response from the audience that people are really receiving it and receiving the messages and really hearing what we have to say, which is putting marginalized voices at the forefront of a show that's like never happened before. Not these kinds of voices, and so it's been really fantastic just to see that happening and just to see it spreading by word of mouth when people just get excited by it.
Oh boy, and the twists and turns everywhere. I mean, come on. I mean, just when you think you know something, you don't know it. And then we go into another avenue and I'm like, what is going on here? Did you know that it was going to have that sort of, I don't know. I felt a little bit like it was like a, like a thriller, but not really a thriller, but like, I don't know, like a mob show. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm from New York. I don't know why, but that's what I thought.
Absolutely. It is kind of a mashup of a lot of genres, which to me is exciting. And I think that was one of the things that Fox really loved when I pitched it to them as well, is that, there's such a unique quality to it. So yes, I did always want to do like a female Breaking Bad and like an Asian
Yes.
female Breaking Bad. And so when this title, so when this title came along, it was originally an Argentinian format, you know, cleaning lady who works for the mob. I was really excited to dive into those crime elements of it. But also to add in the extra layers, which is to have her be an undocumented immigrant, to have her be from Southeast Asia, and you know, really layer it with all the issues involved. But of course, there's a lot of candy with your medicine.
Yeah.
So
I like how you said that.
And you know, it starts right out where, you know, you saw it in the trailer where her sister hits this guy in the throat. He can't breathe. She cuts the throat, puts the thing in, gets the air going. And they're like, how does she know how to do? Well, she's a doctor from Cambodia who's this cleaning woman, and she's trying to get her son this medical treatment. And I noticed that in episode 1, which I finished last night, I'm gonna watch the rest. In episode 1, they don't want to give her the testing for it because they don't know if she and her son are going to be around to finish this testing. They're gonna get thrown out of the country. She witnesses this murder with the bad guys. They let her live. Now she's there. She's their cleaning lady, and she's cleaning up the mess for all that these guys do. It's fantastic.
But I think about like what an immigrant tale, right? Like, you know, how many cab drivers in New York City, people that work at delis, people who come from other countries, and you're like, wow, you marginalize them in that capacity of just their job. But many of them have PhDs. Many of them carry masters in chemistry, and they're just working part-time trying to make a living. I love that you were able to show the rest of America what so many people in the Asian community have known for so long. And also, you're the first executive Asian producer in all of Fox. I mean, to produce a show for the whole Fox network. Is that true?
This is apparently true. Yes.
Wow.
Nice.
A groundbreaker. I mean, that's incredible. How does that feel to carry that weight, especially in light of everything that's been happening in the news and everything like that? I'm curious to know your perspective, to add your voice to it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that was one of the things that really struck me, you know, because at first, you know, when the show gets picked up to pilot and then it gets picked up to series, and there's all this excitement of, oh my God, like, you know, people are saying you have a show and you're never going to have to worry about money again. And I was starting to feel like, well, no, it's not about that. Yeah. And it hit me actually a couple of days later, the realization, it's not just that I got a show on the air. It's this show. It's this show with these voices and these perspectives. And that's when I realized, yes, oh my God, this is a huge responsibility.
Yeah.
Right. Because there has never been a show with a Southeast Asian female lead or any, you know, Southeast Asian lead of a show. And you know, I've realized because there's so many people who've never had that voice, you know, this is giving them a platform, and that is a huge responsibility. But at the same time, I think that, you know, I've embraced it. I think everyone on the show has embraced that and has really, you know, fought to tell these stories and, you know, putting the best stories we can out there. And, you know, the response has been incredible. That, you know, I've had a lot of people reach out on, you know, on Twitter and Instagram and to say thank you.
Well, Miranda, have you always been a badass? Because it seems like you are a badass groundbreaker. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, badassery is all over you. You've got that sprinkled all over you.
Thank you. I think I have been known to take that title before. I have an older brother, so, you know, my whole life, anything my brother could do, I can do, right?
I can do better.
Yeah. Wait, Miranda, I think you're downplaying that a little bit, because I just have to check. Is this you right here? I think you're downplaying your abilities in the martial arts department. You know, I see a whole montage of you beating the crap out of different men in bars and garages, and you know, come on now. You know, you were full on into the other side of the camera, right?
I was, absolutely. Oh, those are fun clips to see. Yeah, it was fun. Again, you know, I think my brother taught me to be a badass.
He'll appreciate you recognizing him on this scale now. He'll be like, see?
That is very funny. I like what you did with the plate there into the guy's neck. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Well, listen, you know, so as we said, you know, the first season I think was just this week, right? Was the finale?
finale. Yes, on Monday
Okay,
night.
and everything's on
Everybody's
demand. That's why
talking,
I
yeah.
started watching it last night. When you drive onto, I'm just trying to find it because I pulled it out. And I've made this turn off of Pico many times into the Fox lot. When you make that turn and you see this on the lot, that's got to be a pretty cool feeling, I would think.
Absolutely. You know, that photo was sent to us by Charlie Collier. Charlie Collier, who is, you know, the head of Fox.
Right.
And he sent that to us on our last day of filming in Vegas. And so, you know, seeing that photo was like, oh my God, like the size of the car compared to the size of that billboard is
big.
crazy, right?
That
And
first
then the other
billboard's big.
billboards are a lot smaller. So it was just like, oh my God, this is actually real, you know, to see it, you know, in front of you like that. So it was pretty amazing.
So when the idea came to you, when you saw this in Argentina, how did you know you were going to like change it and create it and make it for the American audience and make it so it's so relatable? Did you feel like you had that secret sauce to turn it around?
I felt like I knew what I wanted to do with it right away. And I mean, that's why I wanted to do the project is, you know, to tell a story of female empowerment. You know, I am all about badass women, right?
Yeah.
And so I knew I wanted to tell the story of a badass woman who, you know, but it, you know, starts where she is told to be invisible. She's told to stay silent, you know, keep her head down, keep out of trouble. Don't draw any attention to herself because she's undocumented.
Right.
And also, while she's in that space, that she has to navigate a healthcare system without any resources, without any money, you know, without insurance. And so it's a challenge for her, but she gets to basically face all the obstacles that are put against her. And, you know, I really wanted to show that story of resilience and empowerment and how she is able to find her strength to get past these things, no matter what is thrown at her. And we throw a lot of crazy things at her.
And casting's so important. So how did you find the lead actress who is phenomenal?
She is absolutely phenomenal. And I will tell you, it was a journey. And part of that journey is because, you know, there have not been a lot of roles for Asian Americans. And so there's not a lot of actors who have, you know, a huge amount of experience, you know, being the lead of a Fox show. And so that can be a tricky thing to navigate because they want to, you know, they have to bank on somebody that you know, doesn't have the history that they're used to having with other actors when they're looking, you know, at a white male lead. And so, you know, we did cast all over the world. We looked in LA, New York, Toronto, Vancouver, Australia, the UK. And so we cast a pretty wide net. We presented a few options. And, you know, when we found Elodie, we just knew she was the one.
Yeah.
And you know,
kick-ass.
She is so kick-ass. Nuanced and layered and so authentic and real. Like she will, every take that she does is different because she's different in each moment, right? And so she brings with it, she changes like everything to exactly how she feels in that moment. And when you know, we auditioned her, we did a callback, and then we sent her another clip. And when she sent the clip, she sent like 8 different versions, which is not something, you know, a lot of actors are encouraged to do, but she knew she was like, you know, we were, you know, further along, and she just wanted to show us like, however you want to do it, like I can handle it. I can
range,
I can take it and throw it back at you and give it and bring it. And we knew that we had found our gal for sure.
Yeah, and it's great because, you know, as you go along in the seasons, I notice as I read about, you know, the plot, the summary for each episode, you've got the Lou Diamond Phillips of the world.
Love him.
Jay Moore pops in. Our girl Shiva Nagar, who was on a couple months ago with us, she pops in, and you know, it's just great when you see it's like this freshman TV show, and as it gets along, and it's getting more popular as it gets along. Because I noticed some of the middle episodes have better ratings than the premiere episode,
which is always the case, right?
Yeah, which is great. And then you start seeing some familiar faces pop in. You're like, oh, all right, now you're getting.
I think they have to give you a season 2. They have to give you a season 2. I mean, it kind of has to happen because so many shows have gotten so popular as it gets going, right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, the more you're able to dig into the characters, the more you're, able to create those, webs of conflict and complication, the juicier the show gets. So yeah, we have some amazing guest stars in it, and a lot of diverse guest stars as well. And that's what's another fantastic thing about the show is being able to put all this talent on screen that we don't get to see together because they're usually taking, a secondary role or backseat role. So it's so exciting to put all these diverse faces right in the forefront of the show and have them totally rock it,
Yeah. Oh my God, it was great. And listen, you read about you on a personal level. I mean, actress. I mean, you're doing rugby.
Writer.
You're riding motorcycles. You're jumping out of planes.
Black belt. You forgot to mention.
Yeah, black belt. But I found a piece of work of yours that is absolutely fantastic, and I'm going to play it for you. You might have forgotten about it, but we
dug deep.
We dug deep, Miranda. This could be one of the finest commercials I've ever seen. Take a look.
When the common cold virus hits you with a runny, stuffy nose, fight back with 12-hour Dimetapp Extend-Tabs. Dimetapp, what doctors recommend most to fight cold symptoms.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
There you go, a little Dimetapp, huh?
A little tap in my 6-foot blob of snot that I had to beat the
your agent calls you one day, Miranda, I got a gig for you. You're gonna love it. You're gonna beat the crap out of the Dimetapp mucus guy.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Did you obviously you were an actress first who loved to write. How much different was this for you? And I know you and I see pictures on your Instagram hanging out with the actors. You really, you get involved and you're with these people, having a good time off camera. How much different of an experience for you was it where you were just like, hey, I'm not putting myself into this show. I'm just going to lay back here and watch it all unfold. Two different animals, right? Being in front and behind the camera.
But it's all me in the show, right? so I actually didn't feel that way about it because it is all me. Like a lot of the characters have different aspects of me. I'm very much a Tony and strong and resilient and perseverant that way. I'm also a little bit of Fiona and have that fun, wild, crazy side. I'm a little bit of Nadia. So all these characters speak to me. And it's so fun, as an actor, you're limited to how people see you. And unfortunately, people see you one way and they like to put you in a box. And so writing allowed me to stretch a different muscle, which is, it's all storytelling, right? As an actor, as a writer, you're all telling stories and trying to, express something. And so writing to me is just a different way of storytelling and expression. And so it's been really exciting, but in a way, I'm not locked in to what I look like. So that commercial, for example, the director loved me, and the ad agency or somebody on one side of it is what I heard was like, oh, but do we want like an Asian woman doing martial arts? Isn't that stereotypical? And the director fought for me, said, well, she doesn't have to do martial arts. She can just punch him. Right. And brought me back and so redirected me. So it's like, okay, let's not play the stereotype. And so that's how I got on that show. Like even that was a challenge because they didn't want to, be the stereotype. But at the same time, well, how often do you see an Asian woman, at the front of a commercial? So
never, rarely.
Right. So, and especially back then. And so, so kudos to the director for really fighting for me for that. And I totally appreciate that. And so, it's exciting for me to be able to put Asian women leads, and two of them, and a lot of them actually, and guest stars that come in as well. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be one best friend who plays a secondary role. Right. There's so many different dimensions and aspects of all of us. Yeah. And it's so great to be able to put all that into our characters and have them be so multi-layered.
And there's so much that goes into that one box of being Asian. Let's just be honest about it. You know what I mean? I mean, it is just a box that we've been labeled into. And I just think that's crazy, you know, and now we're all smarter to know in 2022 that, you know, we can challenge perceptions. We can challenge diversity on a different level. And I just applaud you, because I know, I could only imagine what an achievement it was to get this to that level that you did. And I'm really hoping for a season 2. And the fact that, Miranda, that you're writing scripts that promote diversity on every level is just incredible. You know, that my hat's off to you, because I know what a challenge that must be. Really.
Thank you. Thank you. Fortunately, you know, I pitched these ideas. They were embraced. And the studio and the network really loved that we brought in a completely diverse cast, and diversity all around, as you said, from, you know, that was something that was right. And that's the world we live in. Right. Yeah. And so what we want to do was really show, like, this is America. America is a melting pot of many different cultures and people from many different backgrounds and countries. And to show, you know, at the core, we are all more the same than we are different. We,
Hallelujah.
You know,
yeah. Miranda, listen,
Hallelujah.
if you ever want to do a sequel where you have a white Jewish 55-year-old American cleaning
Haven't
guy.
we heard that before? Haven't we been there?
You've never seen a Jewish white 55-year-old guy as a cleaning guy. That's never been done before.
That I want to see.
All right, we'll talk for sure.
Although Harvey Keitel did do a great job as the cleaner in Pulp Fiction, so
right?
he was pretty good. Miranda, listen, absolutely amazing to have you on. Just so great. You look like you're having a ball there in Vegas when you're shooting the show, riding around these hot cars. And before I let you go, for $1 million and the trip to Hawaii, what was your first screenplay that you ever got out?
My first screenplay, actually, the thing that I was really passionate of writing was a story about the comfort women. So in World War II, the Japanese military abducted over 200,000 women and forced them into sexual slavery to serve their troops.
Wow.
And it's a story that was actually buried for 50 years. And so when I first came across the story, I walked into the Toronto Metropolitan Library, and there was this memorial display. And I was just overwhelmed and with the images and the stories I was reading. And I felt so devastated that this happened. And then I felt ignorant. And I was like, oh my God, how do I not know about this? And that's when I did further research, and I realized it's because no one knew. It's because it was buried, because they're Asian women. Mm-hmm. And it was like the Japanese, you know, when they took over territories, they took their women. It's like, that's what you do, right? Wow. Women are property, and then they're Asian women, so they don't have a voice. Yeah. And it was only, 50 years later. And again, unfortunately, it was like there were Japanese sex tours to Korea, and somebody said, well, this is kind of like the comfort women. And other people were like, what are you talking about? And so that's how the story got uncovered. So that was a story I was just really driven to tell when I realized that, you know, it hadn't been out there. And so I wrote a screenplay.
This has to be a movie. It has to be.
Yeah. And so I ended up winning the Slam Dance screenplay competition for that story. But, you know, it's a very challenging story to get on screen, especially, you know, I won in 2004. And so even then, the climate was very different. Even in Asia, where, you know, Japan was such a powerful country, and you know, China was just rising at the time. And so for the longest time, even in China, people were told not to speak negatively about the Japanese. And so only in sort of current years are more and more stories coming out. So I feel like now is a better climate to tell these stories. And it's really, you know, it's not to, it's really to show what happened in history, so that history can't be repeated. It's 100%. So that we can learn lessons from it. So that's the importance of it. You know, there have been different people along the way who have read it and have wanted to help me tell this story. But again, it has been a challenge, and it's still a project that I would love to get made, and I've definitely held on to. And hopefully one day we'll be able to tell this story to a broader audience again.
Oh yeah,
Miranda, listen, just remember, no matter how big you get, how big the cleaning lady gets, we always have the Dimetap commercial to look back on. But again, everybody's looking for season 2. Hopefully, write your congressperson, the cleaning lady.
Yeah,
it's on Fox, but it's also on demand right now. They just had the season finale, so you can watch it all the way through, and it's fantastic. It really is. And Miranda, listen, congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, and congratulations
really
to you on the voice that you've created, and really the change that you're creating, because there's not enough women out there doing that, writing, producing, executive producing, casting. I mean, the net is so wide. It's about time, and we all applaud you. It's about time. We all applaud you.
Thank you.
Miranda.
Thank you. And I hope that there will be many more to come. So.
Yeah. Miranda, thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.
White cleaning guy, Miranda. Don't forget.
Right. I gotcha.
Take care.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
White cleaning guy. You're crazy.
Suki, she is amazing.
I'm telling you.
What an amazing story. The show is fantastic. I can't wait to get back into it.
She created a space for herself. That's what I found. I mean, she created a space for herself to move into.
Yeah, no, it's really fantastic. And again, it's called The Cleaning Lady.
Badassery.
It's really cool. You know what it almost reminded me of, Suk, and I mean, it's two totally different topics, but it almost caught me like when I first started watching Queen of the South, which is also another huge show. It was just one of those, the cast kind of reminded me of those people.
I mean, the cast is
of course, and of course, everybody's from a different area, but it was one of those things. As soon as I started watching it, where right off the bat, her sister hits the guy in the throat and he can't breathe, and right off the bat, you're into it. She's cutting the throat, putting the tube in there, and then she sees the murder, and we're off and running, and then she's dealing with the head of this crime family. So it's really great. You guys got to watch it. Again, it's The Cleaning Lady. Check it out. You'll be hooked. And hopefully they get a season 2. It's a popular show, and people online, Suk, are
like
clamoring.
hashtag reading.
They're all hashtagging for it to come back.
Hashtag
and listen, we move along. Brady Lee is in the house.
Brady, been busy.
Brady
just flew from Nashville.
Brady just flew from Nashville. He's for the show. He's in a beautiful studio right now. So Suk, real quick, you weren't in that day, but we had a beautiful young lady. Kirsty Krause was on the show. Another fantastic singer out of Nashville, gorgeous girl. Brady was there accompanying her on the guitar, and you could see he was a fantastic musician. And even Kirsty said, "You got to have him on by himself, because he can really do it up." And but listen, you don't have to take my word for it. Take a listen. We'll bring Brady in on the other side.
I'm wide awake on the couch in the basement of a friend's house. Oh, baby, if you could see me now. 'Cause I've been laying here for a week, nobody's checking up on me. I just wish you were here with me. Ooh, I could break my back, spending another night, coming up empty as the bottles on the floor. Ooh, going through the pictures on my phone, every single one 2 years ago. It's one of those nights where what we used to be is the only thing on my mind. And I'm spiraling right into insanity, playing all life on rewind. On rewind. On rewind.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, y'all.
Brady Lee. By the way, listen, you're not fooling anybody. I know your parents are big Tom Brady fans. That's why it's Thomas Brady Lee.
My gosh. I have a great story. When I was growing up, I went to middle school in Wakefield, Rhode Island. And I remember my gym teacher, he saw that I was Tom Brady. and he just called out. He was like, "Tom Brady Jr., where you at, buddy?" And the whole room was like, "What? Wait, what's going on right now?" Yeah, that was back in middle school. He's been playing a long time.
That's
I know,
so funny,
and
man.
he's still playing, and he's still playing.
I know.
I love it, man. Well, listen, like I said, you were on with Kirsty.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. And she said we had to have you on. I went and looked at your stuff. I said we got to get this guy on.
Oh, thank you.
But listen, man. So you grew up in Milwaukee and you moved over to Nashville, like everybody seems to be doing. If that's the place to be for a country pop music career.
That is if you want to make music as a country artist and you want to compete in those circles, you gotta make your name known in Nashville. That's just how it goes.
Yeah,
I gotta imagine it's got to be so hard with all the. I mean, the competition, Brady. How the heck do you stand out? Like, how do you stand out? And how do you make the connections? Because everybody is looking for connections, right?
I know. The more that I'm doing it, how I stand out for me is the biggest thing is just being yourself and being who you're supposed to be. And it takes, honestly, it takes a little bit of time to find that. And it takes a little bit longer bit of time to figure out how being yourself translates into a commercial market. It just takes
because
some
you
time.
are a product, right? You are a product.
It just takes some time.
Yeah.
Takes some time to figure it out. But I think we've kind of found a home. For me, I've been really blessed to have a decent voice, and I think a lot of people are starting to get excited about my singing voice, and then just how I write songs. I just write them just a little bit different than everybody else, and people are starting to get excited about that. And so I think it's pretty fun.
Brady, did you ever sing? Because as I'm watching, you look familiar to me because I go to Nashville all the time. We're always on Broadway, and we check out everybody because we love it. I mean, I'm drunk half the time, so everybody looks familiar. But did you ever play at the new the Grand Hyatt Nashville? Have you played there at all? Because down in when people hang in the lobby. When I was there, there was it was a guy, maybe just a guy who looked like you.
Yeah, I don't
play really good playing right out, for everybody hanging out in the bar there.
Man. I don't think I've ever played there. I know I've played a couple hotels in Nashville that we've done some like showcases at some hotels that are in Nashville, but I don't think I've ever played at the Hyatt. So.
Yeah. It's because it's pretty new and it's a really cool place. All right, so I just thought I'd ask, but so you're doing the circuit out there on Broadway and all those different spots.
So for Broadway, I don't really do a lot on Broadway, and the reason I don't do a lot on Broadway is because I'm pretty busy. Look at that photo. I'm pretty busy traveling around. I tour all over the country. Performing and I try to stick. At least right now at this stage in the career, I try to stick a little bit more to fairs and festivals, just because you kind of get a little bit of a bigger stage and you get a little bit of a bigger audience. And right. Like, look at that.
Looks like a lot of fun. Tell me about Licorice is my love story. I need to know about that. I mean, what yeah.
Oh man, Licorice is that was one of those songs that we were just talking about this as a kind of some writers of mine that. Making music is kind of a lot like it's super magical, and the reason it's super magical is because it feels like you're just pulling stuff out of thin air. It's like you just pull an idea out of thin air. And like Licorice is one of those songs where I was writing songs, and I've been writing songs for forever. And I was getting frustrated because I really wanted to have like a witty, creative, unique song that someone's never been said before, never been heard before. It's just the bane of existence of every Nashville songwriter, honestly. And we were sitting down, me and my wife, we were sitting on the couch, and I don't know what we were doing, honestly. We were just hanging out, and all of a sudden it hit me like a light bulb, and I was like, babe, liquor-ish, but liquor-ish.
Liquor-ish. There you go.
Ish. And she's like, and she just so lovingly, she looked at me and goes, cool. she didn't get it at the minute. So then I wrote a love song for her called Licorice. Yeah.
I love it.
And you have a new song that's coming out tomorrow, right?
tomorrow, technically tonight, if you really think about it.
Wow, yeah, tonight, 12:01.
Yeah, so 12:01, I have a brand new song that's releasing to the world. It went viral on TikTok, and it's just like, I've never had that happen before.
That's
so
awesome. That's the way it has to happen.
Yeah.
I know.
nowadays.
It was so funny because I always hate it. I was like, I can't stand this app. I can't stand TikTok. I'm tired of posting these videos. No one's paying attention. And then like my song goes off and it goes viral. And now I'm like, I love TikTok.
I love
This is-
TikTok.
I love this
This
place.
place is great. A couple million views. Do you want to sing? Do you want to sing it?
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah. So
Go ahead, man. Light it up. What's it called?
So this song releasing on Friday, March 18th, is called On the Line. I wrote it with the girl that's featured on the track, another viral TikTok superstar named Gracie Carroll. And it goes like this.
There you go.
I always feel a bit of magic cutting through the static when I hear your voice on the telephone. You waited for the third ring, you know it drives me crazy if I gotta spend the night alone. 'Cause I don't mind being on hold for you. I don't need anyone else but you. 'Cause when you say hello, baby, anything goes. It could be any time, it could be day and night. You can call me whenever you like. 'Cause there's something in the way you talk, I can never hang you up. And I'm hanging on for dear life. Yeah, I'm laying it all on the line. Laying it. Yeah, I'm laying it all on the line. Laying it. It's a true story right here. You know you've got a different ringtone. I will never miss one call or SMS. And don't worry about the minutes. I took off all the limits in case something was left unsaid. I don't mind being on hold for you. No, I don't need anyone else but you. 'Cause when you say hello, baby, anything goes. It could be any time, it could be day and night. You can call me whenever you like. 'Cause there's something in the way you talk, I could never hang you up. And I'm hanging on for dear life. Yeah, I'm laying it all on the line. Laying it. Yeah, I'm laying it all on the line. Laying it. I don't mind being on hold for you. I don't need anyone else but you. 'Cause when you say hello, baby, anything goes. It could be any time, it could be day and night. You can call me whenever you like. 'Cause there's something in the way you talk, I can never hang you up. And I'm hanging on for dear life. Yeah, I'm laying it all on the line. Laying it. Yeah, I'm laying it all on the line. Laying it. Oh, I'm laying it on the line. I'm laying it. Yeah, I'm laying it on the line. Laying it.
Laying it on the line.
Yeah. Friday.
When you said true story right there.
So good.
Yeah. We were
You were on hold and you paid for you got the unlimited plan on Verizon?
Yeah, this is the true story. No joke. So we were out. I was out performing a show. I was in the upper north of Michigan, and we were at this like kind of on Lake Huron is where I was, and I ran out of data. Like I ran out of data on trying to do everything.
You ran out of data.
And so I remember, I'm married. I've been married for 7 years, and I call my wife, and she's not picking up the phone because I have 3 kids at home. Right, it's fine. But so she's not picking up the phone, and so I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I'm just gonna, unlimited plan everything. More unlimited, more. I'm doing unlimited talk, text, unlimited data. I'm doing everything, and then she calls me, and she's like, hey, what's up? And I was like, oh, while I was waiting for you, I updated our phone plan because we ran out of everything.
And you wrote a song about it.
And then I wrote a song about it. Yeah.
I love that.
That is
That's so cool. Who are the people that you like emulate when it comes to music? Who are your favorite musicians or artists?
You know, I really draw from a wide range of a lot of different things, but when I was growing up, for me, when it was in the car, it was Tim McGraw, Rascal Flatts. Oh, look at that guy. Man, that was fast. He knew it. Tim McGraw, it was Rascal Flatts, and it was also Keith Urban.
I love Keith Urban.
Those are kind of like the people that I kind of really follow. And another one who's modern now, but I just really love how he presents his stuff and the way that he writes and sings is Ed Sheeran. He's another guy that I'm
sure
just all about. I just love how the guy can command an entire arena, like a stadium, Wembley Stadium at that.
Yeah.
With just him and his acoustic guitar.
And a pedal.
Like,
yeah.
Dude.
Brady, you know what's amazing? One of a guy we had on this show months ago by the name of Brandon Davis.
I know that guy. Yeah, Brandon's awesome. Yeah,
he also like I saw him on TikTok when he told Alexa to play a song, and his song came on, and it started playing for his son. I had him on the show, and his wife kind of handles all his management and everything else, and now he's out on tour with Tim McGraw.
Touring with Tim.
The guy's touring with Tim McGraw. It's unbelievable.
I know. And Brandon's got an incredible voice.
Yeah. Are there Tim songs that you like to fool around with?
For Tim McGraw?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do sometimes like when we're trying to get the crowd, feel them out and stuff like that. One of my favorites that I pull out from Tim McGraw is Something Like That.
Something like yeah. You want to do a little bit? Give me a little something like that. Go ahead.
It was Labor Day week and I was 17. I bought a Coke and some gasoline, and I drove out to the county fair. When I saw her for the first time, she was standing there in the ticket line, and it all started right then and there. Oh, a sailor sky made a perfect sunset, and that's the day I'll never forget. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. You were killing me in that mini skirt, skipping rocks on the river by the railroad tracks. She had a suntan line and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss, and heart don't forget something like that. It was 5 years later on a southbound plane. I was headed down to New Orleans, meet some friends of mine for the Mardi Gras. When I heard a voice from the past, coming from a few rows back, and when I looked, I couldn't believe just what I saw. She said, I bet you don't remember me, and I said, only every other memory. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. You were killing me in that mini skirt, skipping rocks on the river by the railroad tracks. You had a suntan line and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss, and my heart don't forget something like that. Not something like that, no. Like an old photograph, time can make a feeling fade, but the memory of a first love, it never fades away. 'Cause I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. You were killing me in that mini skirt, skipping rocks on the river by the railroad tracks. You had a suntan line and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss, and a heart don't forget. No, a heart don't forget. I said, a heart don't forget something like that.
Nice, bro. Very nice.
Very nice. You made his day. You made his day.
I'll tell you. You could sit in my house all day, play Tim McGraw songs. My wife will love you forever.
Sounds good to me. So does my wife. She likes that too. So
good.
I made out good.
So Brady, what does the tour look like for the summer?
Yeah. What's coming up, bud?
Man, I mean, we have dates. I mean, when I say all over the country, I mean, we've got dates all over the country. It's so exciting. So exciting. I mean, we're kind of kicking things off in May. And I mean, the first set of dates, we're going down to Key West, Florida. We're playing the Songwriters Festival down there.
Yeah.
We've got a couple dates at like the Hard Rock casinos and that are around the States. We've got some county fairs. There's one right there, Lime Cantina. I'll be going back to that one, and that's it's in Cedarburg, but it's Milwaukee. And
great spots though.
We're going there. We got the Kansas State Fair this year. I'm really excited about.
Never been to a state fair. I wonder what that's like.
And yeah, so we got a bunch of county fairs, a couple things that aren't announced yet too. Flint, Michigan.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Time out. Suki, did you just say you've never been to a state fair?
Yeah, I've never been.
You've never been to like the New York State Fair or?
No.
That's why.
I know. I've heard a lot about it. I think I want to take my kids to it. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I highly recommend that. Yeah.
And you know what? I don't think New Yorkers really know how to do a state fair. It's like you got to go to the Midwest. I feel like you have to go to like the South and like the really big state fairs.
I mean, I've been all over the country, and I can probably say
the best state fair is
Iowa.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, Midwest, right?
Yeah, the Iowa State Fair is pretty good. And but you know what's close to you guys? You know, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
Has some they've got, I mean, they like you don't even need to go to a state fair. They got county fairs that are crazy.
Yeah, we have we have Souk, the New Jersey State Fair at the Meadowlands doesn't float your boat.
I haven't done that.
On the concrete that doesn't get you?
No, the concrete doesn't do it. I think a state fair has to be on a lawn somewhere.
Yeah, they have the pig races.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
There you go.
Yeah. I love it, man. I love Brady. Anywhere in the New York area in this area?
Yeah, in June, in mid-June, I think it's June 19th through the 24th. We've got dates in the New York, New Jersey area where we're playing like Loretta's, but that's in Boston. And then we've got Joanne's Trattoria, which is right in the heart of New York.
Joanne's, okay.
We're playing that one. We are in talks right now with Barefoot Country Music Fest in New Jersey to get that date lined up.
Nice.
All my tour dates are on my website. You can go get all of them. And we just
do the kids travel with you in the summertime?
No? So when we have like a string of dates that are kind of close to each other, or if I've got like maybe a county fair show where I can do like
something fun,
2 or 3, but oftentimes like my travel schedule is so crazy that it's more hurtful than helpful to bring the kids along.
The kids are like torture.
Yeah, because it'll be like I get done at midnight and then we have to wake up at like 5 a.m. so we can get on some airplane to go somewhere else. And it's let's not take a 4-year-old on that adventure. That doesn't sound very fun.
Agree.
Brady, listen, man, you want to do one more before we?
That sounds great. Yeah. Here's a new one for you guys. We have this summer. We are coming out with an EP that is that I'm really excited about. On the Line is on it, and then my very first song that I've ever released is on it. And this is a brand new one. It's called "Spin You Around." Swore I saw you in a dream, standing in a Wilco t-shirt and cut off jeans. You couldn't name one song, you never heard a Tweety, but I was 2 beers deep. You were one too many. And I spin you around in the headlight haze of a dirt cloud, and I thought, wow, maybe it's something in the air, but I don't care. I'm watching your red hair just sway in the wind. It could be sin or salvation. Is this temptation must have walked straight out of heaven? 'Cause you sure as hell don't live in this small town. And I spin you around your eyes smolder the campfire. You tore your shirt on the barbed wire, called me a liar.
when I said you could hardly notice. But I was drunk on you, yeah, that's the cold hard truth. Didn't know what I was getting into. I spin you around in the headlight haze of a dirt cloud, and I thought, wow, maybe it's something in the air, but I don't care. I'm watching your red hair just sway in the wind. It could be sin or salvation, 'cause this temptation must have walked straight out of heaven. 'Cause you sure as hell don't live in this small town. But I spin you around. Oh, I spin you around in the headlight haze of a dirt cloud. And I thought, wow. Oh, I spin you around in the headlight haze of a dirt cloud, and I thought, wow, maybe it's something in the air, but I don't care. I'm watching your red hair just sway in the wind. It could be sin or salvation. 'Cause this temptation must have walked straight out of heaven. 'Cause you sure as hell don't live in this small town. No, you sure as hell don't live in this small town. Oh, I spin you around. Ooh. Oh, I spin you around.
Yeah, baby. Nice.
Thank y'all so much.
Very nice. Very nice. Brady, listen, Sook, you have to go, so we'll get you out of here.
I got to go on the pickup line. Bye, guys. Bye, Brady.
Yeah,
See you, Suki. Love you.
See you
All
later.
right.
Take
Good to
care,
meet
man.
you.
Phil. Nice to
Bye,
meet
y'all.
you. Good luck.
Brady Kid. So listen, you know, since we got screwed up on our times today, I didn't want to sell you short. And Philly Kid is a huge. Phil sings Tim McGraw. We love Tim on this show. We're always singing Tim.
Who doesn't love Tim?
And
Yeah.
Philly, give him a little. He was just singing with barbecue stains, something like that. I know that's. Give me a little some. Give me a little some of that, Philly Kid.
The barbecue.
It was Labor Day weekend. I was 17.
I don't know the words of that one very good. How about some? Spent
you-
$48 last night at the county fair.
There
I
it is.
throwed out my shoulder, but I won her that teddy bear. Oh, she got me saying sugar pie, honey, darling, and dear. I ain't seen the Braves play a game all year. I'm gonna get fired if I don't get some sleep. My long lost buddies say I'm getting in too deep. Yeah. Woo!
I love
Man,
it.
you are awesome, Brady. Man, I've been sitting here watching you, and man, oh man, oh, man.
Thanks, Phil. I appreciate it.
Brady, how many
Goosebumps.
instruments do you play? It's not just the guitar, right?
Yeah, I mean, I play. You know, when I play, I play the acoustic guitar. Obviously, I play the electric guitar. I play the keyboard. I can play. I can play the drums if I need to. Obviously, I can sing. And then I've been working on banjo as well. I play the bass guitar too. It's right there. I play the bass guitar. So yeah.
Any plans to come to Oklahoma City?
Yeah, Phil's in Oklahoma. You're closer to him probably than us.
Well, we can figure something out. I can call my team up and say, hey, we're Oklahoma City. Let's make something happen.
Yeah.
Hey,
so you got a state fair in Oklahoma coming up this summer. He'll be there.
We do. Yeah, we got a state
All
fair
right.
every year, man. A big one.
All right. Sounds good.
I love
Maybe
it.
you'll
Brady,
see me
listen.
there.
You mentioned these guys before, Little Rascal Flats.
Look at those guys.
Before you go, man, and then I'll let you stop working. Is there a Rascal Flats tune that you like to play?
Yeah.
Nice.
I set out on a narrow way many years ago, hoping I would find true love along the broken road. But I got lost a time or two, wiped my brow and kept pushing through. I couldn't see how every sign pointed straight to you. Every long lost dream
led me to where you are. Others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, holding me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know, it's true, that God bless the broken road that led me straight to you.
Woo! Man,
Nice.
hey, my wife would never come on camera, but she's over there. She's holding her chest like this. Going like this.
Love it.
Nice.
Good job, my man. Good job. All right. So before you go, what's the first stop on the tour? What's the next date and where you're going to be?
First stop on the tour. Let me pull it up real quick for you guys. That way
And
I don't
also
mess it up.
don't forget, tonight at midnight, brand new song available. You heard
Heck
it here
yes.
first.
Brand new song. I'm super excited.
Yes.
All right. First stop on the tour will be May 15th, Sunday, May 15th at the Hard Rock Casino
Nice.
in Tampa Bay, Florida.
Beautiful.
It's the first stop.
Beautiful. A little Hard Rock in Tampa Bay. You can't get
I
in
know.
trouble.
Yeah.
Can't get in
It's
trouble
super
there.
exciting. We're doing this like super cool poolside concert. It's gonna be so cool.
Oh, that's
Nice.
great,
Hey, you know,
man.
speaking of pools, I was out of my hot tub earlier and I was listening to I Can Do This All Day. So that's kind of like my anthem these days, man.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good song. I like that one.
I love it. Brady, listen, man, congrats. Just, keep doing what you're doing. Tell everybody again the song coming out tonight, officially the 18th.
Yes.
Where they can get it. And
Tonight, we are dropping my new single, On the Line, featuring Gracie Carroll on anywhere that you listen to music. So if that's Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, whatever, that's where it's going to be. We'll see you at midnight.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Brady, take care,
Good
my
job,
friend.
Brady.
And like I said, continued success and just enjoy all this touring and just suck it in, man. Take it all in and
That's the dream.
and slow it all down so it doesn't go too fast.
I'm going to do my best. Thank you guys so much for having me.
All right,
Good
buddy.
job, buddy.
Enjoy.
See you, Brady.
Congrats, bud. Philly kid, what a talent. Wow.
I know, man. I'm just jealous. That dude, he's good looking. He's young. He's full head of hair. He's got a voice like
Back it up. Back it up to the full head of hair, would you?
Yeah. He got a full head of hair. He's got a voice of an angel. He just, and you watch him and you just get so excited because, wow, you're just living through him. He's so good.
I mean, listen, he's one of those guys, man. You could just be out with a bunch of people at a place, just having a good time, drinking, eating, and just singing along to his stuff. And really good. Really, really good.
Yes. Awesome.
Really good. And earlier on, we had Miranda Kwok, who was on. That's why we started the show later today. We were supposed to start at 1 as usual. Miranda got caught in a meeting, and I didn't want to reschedule her. I didn't want to lose her. And it doesn't matter if we start a half hour later. It doesn't make a difference. So we were waiting for her to come on. That's why we started later. And, of course, well worth it because, I mean, listen, she created a show that's on Fox right now. That is, it's one of the hottest shows on Fox, just finished season 1. And you have people online who are demanding that they pick up a season 2. So
yeah, I know.
It's a hot show.
Man, that is an awesome show. I was watching your interview with her. She's just very, 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 very interesting. And she talks about diversity. And I'm like, well, and her shows are the kind of shows that I want to star in. And being El Mexicano and
so you could pop in any of those.
Yeah, and had she stuck around, I might do a little something like this for her.
Go ahead.
To see if she needs any bad guys.
Go ahead.
Who might do something like this. Oye, Rodriguez, dame respeto o comienza la guerra. Give me respect or let the war begin.
Wait, hold on, Phil. Pretend you're the cleaning guy who came in to clean up the the murder scene.
Oye, ¿qué pasó? ¿Por qué he doesn't have a head anymore? What am I gonna do with that?
What am I supposed to do with that? This guy's head.
I need más grande bags.
Wait, look, one of the guys. Hold on, let me pop up the shot because one of the guys in the show, you could here. This guy. The guy on the right, you could have played him.
Oh my gosh!
Right? You could have been the guy on the right.
Yeah, but that guy, he plays Middle Eastern though, doesn't he?
I don't know, but I don't think these guys are Middle Eastern. It's all.
Oh, okay.
I think these guys are. It's like Mexican mobsters, if I'm not mistaken, cartel type stuff.
Yeah, hey, I could be his long lost twin brother. Yeah,
I started watching it last night. I gotta pick it up. I did the first episode because I wanted to see what all the fuss was about.
Yeah.
And now I'm hooked in. I gotta keep watching. And you know what the great thing is, and you just knew it. Like when you first see the young, it's Elodie Young, right? She's the one who plays the cleaning girl. So you see her at first like this, right? And then the first time you see her when she's all dazzled up, you're like, wow, what a, you knew she was just a beautiful girl that they dressed down to be in the cleaning lady spot. But she, it's a cool show.
Yeah. And, I first got turned on to Elodie Young, and I love her on the, on Daredevil on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She played what is her character's name? But really tough, that same type of character.
Is that Daredevil with Ben Affleck?
No. Daredevil.
Oh, it's a series? This is a series?
The series, the series. And mine's drawn blank. But anyway, yeah, it's like several seasons of Daredevil. And they cross over with the Punisher, and she plays a character who's, fighting against these.
Yeah, I mean, like she's a gorgeous lady. And she's perfect because they, you got this. She's in the clean. Plus, she's really a doctor, and she's smart as heck, and it's great. And our girl Shiva's on there. Shiva Nagar. She was on the show. Gorgeous, and it's just a really cool show. I'd definitely start it up if you could. And I noticed Queen of the South is back the last season, so I gotta start popping that up too, because I love Queen of the South.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna start the cleaning lady here in just a few minutes, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You want to sing a little, my brother?
Yeah.
That was, by the way, that was one of your best hymns. You just belted out for him.
Oh,
you really had that nicely.
Yeah, I like that song.
I have two of ours that I pulled from back from the classics, from the archives, that we can sing.
Sweet.
And, don't forget my Red Solo Cup, Philly. That's going to be an award winner right there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I need to do that.
We do that the right way. We could. That'll be an award winner.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of non-singing, which I'm good at.
Yeah.
A lot of spoken word.
Red Solo Cup.
Yeah, I love it.
That's a good one. But
it's really just a stupid song, but it's catchy.
Yeah. So I got a little birthday contest for you.
All right.
This singer was born in March 17th, 1944. He was pretty big in the 60s and 70s. Now, he started off as a lead singer of a group, and I'm going to give you maybe a couple of songs depending on how many you need, and then I'm going to go into one of his songs that was pretty big when he was solo. Okay. See if you can guess who he is.
All right.
This was when he was with the group. So you can give me name of the group or his name, either one.
All right. I can name that song in 8 notes.
Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? How the music can free you whenever it starts. And it's magic if the music is groovy and it makes you feel happy like an old time movie. I'll tell you about the magic and it'll free your soul. But it's like trying to tell a stranger about a rock and roll. Do you believe in magic? Group or lead singer, Scotty? And if you need to know.
I know the group, of course, is the Lovin' Spoonfuls,
right?
But
okay, so you got the group.
Yeah, I don't remember the guy's name.
Let me give you. This may give you the hint that you need.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Oh, John Sebastian.
Nice, Scotty. Nice,
Sebastian. For the win.
Good one. Okay, so
John Sebastian's birthday. Well, keep singing. Let me hear you sing a little Cotter. I don't want to interrupt you.
Let me see here.
So the names have all changed since we hung around. And those dreams have remained since you turn around.
Who'd have thought they need you?
Who'd have thought you need back here
here.
when we need you?
Yeah, we tease him a lot because we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. One of our favorites. Vinnie Barbarino.
What a great show.
Yeah.
What a great first time you saw Horshack raise his hand and go, ooh, ooh, ooh. I remember that, man, watching that show, and I was like, this is an insane show right here.
Yeah. And the Puerto Rican dude named
Epstein. Juan Epstein.
Juan Epstein.
And then you had Freddie Boom Boom Washington.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
And Epstein would always get in trouble.
A note, right? Have a note.
Yeah, he would get sent into the principal's office, and he would always have a note.
From my mother. There's a note from my mother.
And then every time he was leaving the principal's office, he had a cup of coffee saying, yeah, okay, we'll see you later.
By the way, what's the name of the principal? Welcome back, Kotter. For the grand prize, the money, the cars, the trip. The name of the principal on Welcome Back, Kotter.
Was it Skinner?
Nope.
Principal.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
I give up. I can't remember.
Mr. Woodman.
Oh, wow. Yep. Wow.
Mr. Woodman, a little guy with the gray hair.
Yep. That's some 70s stuff right there, man.
Oh my God, what a great show. And Gabe Kaplan would always tell his wife Julie a story about a family member at the beginning. Remember that? That's how it would start off. You know, my Uncle Louie. I ever tell you about my Uncle Louie? It would always start off. What a great show.
Yeah, good dude, good dude. Let's start off with a little George Jones.
Georgie Jones.
Imagine a world where no music was playing. Then think of a church with nobody praying. If you ever looked up at a sky with no blue, then you've seen a picture of me without you. Have you walked in a garden where nothing was growing, or stood by a river where nothing was flowing? If you've seen a red rose unkissed by the dew, then you've seen a picture of me without you. Can you picture heaven with no angels singing, or a quiet Sunday morning with no church bells ringing? If you've watched as the heart of a child breaks in two, then you've seen a picture of me without you.
Georgie Jones in the house. Philly, we had, I don't remember her name. We had some folks on from Romania yesterday. Romania.
Huh.
Immediately, I think of, I know it's not Romania because he's Well, isn't Transylvania in Romania? Or is it two separate spaces? Because I was thinking of Dracula for some. As soon as I saw Romania, I thought of Dracula.
I'm going to show my ignorance of world geography here to everybody.
No idea.
I thought it was two separate countries.
It might be. It might. Hold on. Let me check. It might be.
Or is Transylvania?
Romania
is a city in Romania.
Romania, Transylvania. Let me see. Transylvania is a historical region in central Romania. So I was right.
Okay. Yeah, you were right.
All right. Yeah.
Kind of what I was.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Philly on lockdown. Philly on lockdown, ladies and gentlemen. You know what's funny? I prepared for Phil's locking up. You know why I prepared? Because I had these songs right here ready to go.
Ah, come on, Philly Kid Little Monkeys now. I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, but not for me. Come on now. Love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. A disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. Oh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. Seems the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. Oh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Come on, Philly Kid. Woo! Come on, everybody, get up and move now. Love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. A disappointment haunted all my dreams. When I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. And I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. And I'm a believer. Whoa, I'm a believer. Finish it up, Philly. Yeah, I'm a believer. One more time, baby. Whoa, I'm a believer.
Man's a believer. You should believe too.
Did you guys ever notice? You ever notice that I'm usually here by myself at the end? Why am I always by myself? Why is my system never out? Well, Philly's not back. So Suki's gone. You know, she left me. But let's see. What's going on? Janet Houts, missed you guys. Doctor gave bad medicine. Never again. Still sick. Sorry you're sick, Janet. Hopefully you feel better. And, Cheryl must be getting hot down in Oklahoma. Phil needs to cool down with some ice cubes. Well, he's not back. And my phone just went dead. So he can't text me. So I don't know if he's coming back or not. But you know what? Not only did I prepare for Phil to freeze, I prepared for Phil to not come back if he froze again.
Ah, look at all the lonely people. Ah, look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where a wedding has been. Lives in a dream, wait in the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Father Mackenzie, writing the words of a sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near, look at him working, darning his socks in the night when there's nobody there. What does he care? All the lonely people, where do they all come from? All the lonely people, where do they all belong? Ah, look at all the lonely people. Ah, look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby died in a church and was buried along with her name. Nobody came. Father Mackenzie wiping the dirt from his hands as he walks from the grave. No one was saved. All the lonely people, where do they all come from? All the lonely people, where do they all belong?
Phil was there. He just froze up again. All right.
Wow.
Oh, there he is. You're back. What's up, Philly kid?
I don't know. I almost made it through the show without bombing out again. Dang it.
That was funny. Well, listen, I had two of our songs ready to roll.
Sweet.
Just in case. Worked out just in time.
I've got a hard line that's supposed to be here today.
Oh, really?
From Amazon. So hopefully that's going to alleviate some of the problems.
Nice. Now, what do you got? A little like an Ethernet cord coming through?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, because the Ethernet cord plugs into the router.
Yeah, right in. Right direct.
But the new laptops, they don't have Ethernet connection. So you have, which I didn't know. So you got to get an adapter.
Oh, really? New laptops don't have Ethernet connection?
No. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm all hooked up today. And I went to plug it in. I'm like,
man.
There's no place to plug it in. So
okay. Well, because this one that I have, it's like WWE sent this to me when COVID hit, and I had to shoot all my stuff from here. Which in retrospect I didn't need because I did everything on my phone anyway.
Right.
This is like a gaming, like a high-speed gaming laptop, one of those fancy black with the red and everything. And it still has it on the side. So is it all laptops or just
no?
Yeah,
I think it's just certain models. But
all right, there's got to be an adapter for you.
Yeah, there is, and I'm just waiting for it to come in from Amazon.
All right, beautiful.
Well,
listen, let's get in one more song before we lose you again.
Yeah,
I don't have anything left on the backup.
Maybe I can sing Tennessee Whoop.
Yeah, it's like Tennessee Whiskey. That's so funny.
Little Chris.
Somebody asked while you were locked out if you would sing your USSR song. What was going on with that?
I don't think so, man. Yeah, that thing's got almost like 1 million hits, and it's kind of controversial because a lot of people are making comments like, "You don't even know what's really happening in Ukraine. You know, Russia should have went in there and."
Right. Everybody knows, Philly. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. Yeah, and and my wife's like said, maybe you should take that down because it's not like Russia doesn't have a whole army of hackers just on standby for stuff like that. I was like, hey man,
really? That's all you need is did you see this Phil Paz?
Yeah. So but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna sing that one. I don't want to bring any heat down on the Suki and Scott show.
Funny. All right. What do you want to end with?
Let's do a little Chris Stapleton and there's a bottle on the dresser by your ring, and it's empty. So right now I don't feel a thing. I'll be hurting when I wake up on the floor, but I'll be over it by noon. And that's the difference between whiskey and you. Come tomorrow, I can walk in any store. It ain't a problem. Yeah, they'll always sell me more. Your forgiveness, well, it's something I can't buy. There ain't a thing that I can do.
And that's the difference between whiskey and you. One's a devil, one keeps driving me insane. At times I wonder if they ain't both the same. Now one's a liar that helps me hide me from my pain, and one's the long gone bitter truth. And that's the difference between whiskey and you. Yeah.
Nice. The difference between whiskey and you. Philly Kid, I have, while you were doing that, I have another song loading up. It's got no title to it, so I don't know which one it is of ours. Even if it is one of ours, I think it is. But let's see what comes up, my friend. What you got going? What's going on this weekend? What's cooking, my man?
Not a whole lot. Actually, the wife and I are looking around to find some place to go, do a road trip to. So see what happens.
Love that. All right. Well, listen, do you want to sing one more before we go? And then it is us. I don't know what song it is, but it is us. I see us up there. I don't have it labeled.
Hey, let's
just
go for the crapshoot and
just hit it.
Yeah, and see what happens.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys next week. We're out. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to tell your friends about the Suki and Scott and Philip show.
Woohoo!
Here we go. I don't know what song this is. Hopefully it's a good one. It could be from anywhere, Philly Kid. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad. Coming to America.
Yes.
Bye, everybody. See, hey, don't forget Hero for Life is still there, by the way. They're always there if you want to pop in and donate to the veterans. Philly Kid, I'll talk to you later, my man. Everybody, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We love you.
Oh, yeah, Philly Kid. What do you say we hop on a little rowboat, make our way over the pond to the greatest country on the earth? We're coming to America, baby. Come on, Philly Kid.
Far, we've been traveling far, without a home, but not without a star. Free, only want to be free. We huddle close, hang on to a dream. On the boats and on the planes, they're coming to America, never looking back again. They're coming to America, home. Don't it seem so far away? Oh, we're traveling night to day, in the eye of the storm, in the eye of the storm. Home to a new and shiny place. Make our bed and we'll say our grace. Freedom's light burning warm. Freedom's light burning warm.
What do you say, everybody? A little hero4life.us. Promo code USA1. You're saving 20%.
Everywhere around the world, they're coming to America. Every time that flag's unfurled, they're coming to America. Got a dream to take them there. They're coming to America. Got a dream, there's some to share. They're coming to America. 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 Today.
Oh, baby, today.
Today.
Not next week, not tomorrow.
Today.
Not even yesterday or last week.
Today.
No, we're talking about
today. My country, 'tis of thee.
sweet land of liberty.
Today.
Of thee I sing.
Today.
Of thee I sing. Today. Today. Today.
When should you order?
Today.
Yeah.
Today.
Today.